Hello and good morning and welcome back to Minecraft Create. Today will be an interesting day. I plan on getting a lot done. Today, I plan on getting a decent amount done to try to improve automation to make big goals happen. What are those big goals? I'm not quite ready to say, but short term, I want to build an automatic wood farm. I want to be able to eat mountains. And I want to go to the nether. Not in that particular order because nether's coming first. So I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really want to go mining for diamond. And despite how successful this first run of this was, it did not give us any diamonds. In order for us to get to the nether, we need obsidian, which traditionally you can only get through mining diamond. I did some research. If you want to make obsidian, there's a second way. Do bulk washing of magma blocks, which would be easier for me to find, I feel like. To make bulk washing happen, we need a fan behind flowing water. Pretty simple. Which just requires andesite casing, a propeller, and a shaft. The propeller only requires some iron sheets, and we have the machine to make iron sheets right here. Although at the current moment it's not set up, and I would like to get some more mining underway with this as well. Before I go ahead and tear this down, I got a nice little comment from Lego Flame that I should make us a wrench, which would actually be a brilliant idea because I thought it was going to be a lot more complicated than just a gold sheet and a gold ingot. I thought there's a lot more to it. And now we should have all the pieces we need to go ahead and make that wrench. Awesome. Be very handy because it'll let us rotate things like that. Love it. Alright, now all our machinery is back up and running, which means we can go ahead and start producing those 4 iron sheets we need. We don't have enough iron. Oh, we do. So, we just throw down our 4 iron ingots. They'll slowly, I guess, fall onto the belt. Oh, maybe not. Okay, they can only go on the belt one at a time. Little learning experiences. There we go, more iron sheets. Love it. I do have to say it's really satisfying to watch, but our machinery is still very slow, and I still have to wait for that little last sheet to come through. Thank you. There's the andesite casing, and then we can go ahead and make the encased fan. Super simple. I think we can just throw this down really anywhere. Alright, here, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and remove this contraption here, because it's time for us to move it. I'll just make a little dirt pad, so we don't kill ourselves here, or lose any of the... I think we can use the wrench to like break these. Oh, I thought we weren't getting it back. Okay, that's nice and quick and easy. I love that. I think we should put the next one just over a little bit. Now you'll notice all these are facing cut, but now that we have this makes building these a lot easier because we can just rotate them around like so, but significantly better. Again, thank you Lego for the recommendation to make the wrench. It's making my life a little better. And just like that, it's all done. We can glue it all up just like so, and then just like that, turn it on, and it's off. That was actually really quick. All right. So what we can do now is we can plop down our encased fan at the end here. Oh, all right. So I did some reading, some pondering, if you will, and I believe this is how we're supposed to set it up. I had to turn off that water flow. If we throw it down that, it should get washed, and we should get some clay out of it. I don't know if it's a fast process. I don't think it is. Oh, it's getting pushed through the slab. I would put a block here. Oh, and look at that. We got clay. All right, so it does work. So that will wash it, and now all we have to do, which I don't know why I thought this was gonna be easier, is get some magma cubes, or what are they called? Whatever it is that we need to wash to get stuff. You know, right now I'm getting some intense Subnautica vibes, and I can't really explain it, which I'm not really vibing with. I just want some magma cubes, or whatever they're called. Oh, they're right there. And just like that, we got 11 magma blocks. We're killing it. It gives me 1 to spare in case I mess up building the portal. All right, so now we should just be able to throw these down right here, and we'll slowly get obsidian out of them, I guess. I don't know. Oh, they're getting pasted to the block. Oh, voila. Obsidian. That was really quick. So, with these, we can now go to the nether and get... I'm going to actually explain why we have to go to the nether. I realize that. I need nether quartz to continue progressing. In order to make the lawyers, they require electron tubes. Electron tubes require polished rose quartz. Rose quartz requires a singular nether quartz along with a couple redstone. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop this down somewhere kind of random for now. I'm not really concerned about this area. We're gonna make it. I already wasted 2. I put the corners on. That means I won't have enough. I have to go out and get 1 more. Maybe I have 1. Maybe I have 1. I vaguely remember mining 1 while I was mining earlier. Nope. Alright, I get the pleasure of going back out there and grabbing a single magma block. Alright, and there we go. We have a little bit extra spare this time because I don't trust myself. I also, while I was doing that, thought of something else I would like to get done, which is increasing the speed of this. In order to do that, we need to do a couple things. One of the ways is we can make a rotational speed controller, which is this handy dandy little thing, but it requires a precision mechanism, and those are not cheap, and those are not easy at all. I mean, I just need 3 deployers, which I don't even have one, but it also requires brass casing, and we don't have brass yet, nor a way to make brass. So that's not really in the question. Another way to do it would be to build a bunch of gears. Problem is, that's going to add a lot of rotational stress to our system, and we don't have the means for that, so we're going to have to make more water wheels. But before we do that, let's go to the nether and get ourselves some nether quartz. Alright. Every time I come here, I remember how much I hate this place. And just like that, there is some nether quartz there, but a very deep pit to lava right there with one of these bad boys not too far away. Let's just make the jump and hopefully not die. Oh, it's coming for me. Please just fall. Hi. How's it going? Bye. Alright, that worked out okay. Luckily, it's super easy to get back to our portal, and we can skedaddle skedoodle, get out of this noodle. Alright, so we got enough nether quartz to make 8 deployers, which is pretty awesome. But I think before we do that, let's go ahead and expand our... I'm gonna just bring this water back because it's kind of sad without it. I want to expand our rotational force that this thing can provide us. It'll be very simple to do, so like why not, right? And voila, with that, with this water bucket, we should increase our rotational force just a little bit. I think it did everything, see everything speed up just a bit. And there's one other thing I want to do to try to increase it just a little bit more. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull out this belt here, which means a lot of our spinny spins is no longer going to keep spinning. And we're going to try to increase the speed by using different size cog wheels. Oh, but it's going the wrong way. But now it is going significantly faster. Look at that. We achieved another thing. We're doing great. I don't have a way to measure the speed, but I can tell you it is definitely faster. And having 2 of these is allowing us to do more of increasing in speed and stuff like that. I'm pretty proud of it, I have to say. All right, but let's go ahead and start trying to make the deployer. All right, so it requires a brass. Ooh, that requires brass. I was not ready for that. All right, I was trying to see if there's a way I can cheese my way out of making brass. There isn't. We need a blaze burner. And that's the part that I feel like is going to get me the most. I mean, it's a good thing we've gone to the nether, but that means we need to find another fortress and a blaze and trap the blaze in the little thing. We also need a mechanical mixer, which actually that doesn't look too bad. We need to make a empty blaze burner, which is 4 iron sheets, which should be easy enough. All right, these are ready. And we can take that one piece of netherrack we grabbed out of nether and plop it in. Now we have an empty blaze burner. Still no blaze. I don't really want to go find a blaze, but we gotta find a blaze. Oh god. Oh god. Hey, baby. Oh no. Oh god, I hate it here. Oh god, not a hoglin. How come all I can find is crimson? I'm really hating this. Alright, I turned off fog and turned up weather distance to find us another fortress. Oh, we found one. Loot it. Oh, but there's a hoglin in our path. Oh god, I don't have a good defense to hoglins. I don't have a shield. I don't have anything. All right, we made it into the fortress. Everything in this place is terrible, not just the fortress. That's all I'm gonna say on that. All right, let's go and try to find ourselves a blaze spawner so we can trap ourselves a blaze. Ooh, that's where a blaze spawner is. All right, let's try to get over there. And there should also just be some chests in here, so like that. All right, I don't really want to fight any blazes. I just want to pocket one. Just like that. All right, cool, we did it. Nice and easy. Sentient fire blaze. I love it. I never want to have to do that again. I will have to do that again at some point, I'm sure, but it can wait a little bit, I think. Salvation. We're out of here. I don't want to come back in. I want to avoid this place like the plague from here on out. Oh god. No, he's until like significantly heavier equipped. But we got what we came here for. I'm gonna kill you because you were actually a piglin. Interesting. Alright, and just like that, we now have our mechanical mixer. So, now, if we take these, it should be pretty easy to get it going. My only concern is our rotational power. That actually needs a cog on a different angle. Yep, overstressed. I saw that one coming from a mile away. Alright, so I decided to add a chute to this, because it will automatically pour out anything we produce in here. I've been smelting down some zinc and copper, so we can go ahead and get right to it. We just throw the zinc and the copper in and turn it on, and it should automatically. Not enough speed. How fast do you need to go? Okay, so I've looked it up. It requires at least 32 blocks per minute rotational speed. So I'm gonna turn all this off here, and we're just gonna temporarily borrow this. All right, so I'm hoping this should be enough rotational speed, and it looks like it's going much faster. Hopefully that means, oh, you know what we should do? We should turn on this. Give it some coal, and look at that, it is mixing. Looks like something just came out. We got some brass going. Amazing. We had to disassemble pretty much everything to make this work. But it's at high enough speed where it lets us, produce things, which is lovely. And I think there's some left over. I don't know how you get it out. Oh, you just right click. Okay. So I can throw that back in, and we'll throw in 3 more copper too. And just like that, we got a ton of brass ingots. Alright, so it's been a couple days since I filmed the last little segment. That's because I just haven't been doing so hot. I got my wisdom teeth pulled, but we're back. And we're gonna go and continue off where we left off. We're gonna keep working on the tree farm, and then I took the time while I was kind of out of commission, couldn't speak for a bit, designed a house for us to build using a schematicannon. So we'll do that as well today. But first thing first, let's go ahead and... Oh, I have bad omen. We're going to make this tree farm a bit on the small side, nothing like the scale of the video I just released last week, because A, that's really expensive, and B, we don't need that much wood yet. So we're going to go probably about 4 and 4 just to keep it cheap. So hard part of this is the deployer, which requires electron tubes, which requires polished rose quartz, which requires, rose quartz, which is a lot of redstone and nether quartz, and each one is 1. We ran to the nether, and I've been running a couple of these mining gantries. I've just been doing it as we go. There's some pretty good drops, nothing too crazy. But most importantly, just a little bit of redstone. So we're gonna make 4 deployers. So we're gonna need 4. Oh, wait, we don't have enough. Well, never mind, we're only making 3 for now, and then we'll hopefully upgrade later. Alright, now we get our sandpaper. And we should, if I remember this correctly, throw it down on the ground, and you just hold right click, and there it goes. And you can use a deployer, but why do that when you can just do it manually? Alright, cool. Polished rose quartz. So, now, just make the electron cube, we need some iron sheets. Alright, but what we can do is we need 3 iron sheets. We're going to throw on 3 pieces of iron. And they'll slowly get pressed in. And we also need to make a bunch of brass sheets. So we're going to need 12 brass sheets. So, just take a stack, pop it like that, and there we go. Those will cook. So the one other thing we need to make in order to make this entire contraption work, well, there's 2 other things. We will need windmill bearing, because we're going to use wind power. And I honestly could not be any easier. It's so simple. Okay, we can make that right now. All right, to make the windmill bearing, it's as easy as a slab, piece of stone, and a shaft. Just like that, we know the windmill bearing. And then we just need some sails, which is also pretty simple. We just need to grab some wool, that's obsidian. Put them here. 2 sticks, and the andesite casing. I'm surprised to remember that recipe so easily. And there you have it. We actually need a lot of these in the near future for the build that we're going to build, because that's our main power source for a while is going to be wind. Alright, we have our 3 brass hands, and then we need a couple of andesite casings. Alright, and we should be able to build all 3 deployers now. Lovely. Now last but not least, the sawmill. We need 3 more andesite casings. Alright, so now we should have all the components we need in order to build a automatic tree farm. A very small scale one, but it will do the trick nonetheless. Everything besides enough saplings, really. Just gonna throw a pot out here and pot this thing in. Alright, there we go. Now it's going. I want to bone meal that, but it also should mean we have a nice infinite supply of wood. After my tree farm video, I don't think I can actually live with a tree farm that's this slow, so we're just gonna go just a bit excessive. Why not, right? Let's get a bone meal. Bone meal this bad boy up. And turn it on. Look at that. Much faster. Oh, it stole a leaf. It's fine. I think that's on brand. Look at it go! It's killing it. And we'll grow another one. Absolutely killing it. But we have a tree farm that works. And just in order to access the chest, we'll just have to turn it off momentarily. Let's go in the chest, take the things, and awesome. We have a working tree farm. It's going to slowly sit here and just churn us out some wood, and I'm pretty happy about it. So in order to do our next things, we're going to need to make a schematicannon so we can place down our new future house, which honestly nothing here is too intensive. We've got some blocks of iron, some wood. The only thing here is a dispenser. The hard part about this is the bow. I have no string, but it's easy enough to get string because we can just stick some wool in a mill, which I've already set up for us. And we'll let that cook, and oh, we got another tree. We should have the supplies to make a bow in no time. While it's cooking, we do need to get ourselves an empty schematic, which just requires some light blue dye. So nothing too crazy. I think we have a flower right here that should give us light blue dye. Okay, so I looked it up. So we don't have the bones necessary to make some light blue dye, but we have calcite, which you can also mill down. And also learn you can right click that, and it will give you... Alright, so we got ourselves some bone meal. We got ourselves some string. We can make the light And now we have ourselves a schematic, which honestly we can't do much with on its own. We need a schematic table, which is also very simple, just requires some smoothstone. Now there's one other thing I want to make while this is going, which is a book. Very simple reason is we can stick a book in to the schematicannon once we get that and see exactly what it is that we're going to need in order to build the schematic. So be a handy dandy little thing to have. I can't describe how satisfying it is to just watch these slowly take down these trees. It's just great. Alright, so now we can build our schematic table. Cool little nifty thing down there. We can stick our schematic in. And I designed a starter house for us, which is a little long. So we click that check mark. We'll slowly put it in the schematic. And if we right click with it, we can see exactly how it's going to place. Now, this is not a small schematic. I went a little overboard, I argue, in my design of this place, but I'm overall a big fan of it. So it's kind of a neat schematic, and once we've kind of lined up where we want it, we don't have to touch the schematic anymore. Alright, so now what we can do is make our schematic cannon, just like that. We can head up here. Oh no. That was so close. I almost died. But on the right side, the drill's finished mining all the way down. Didn't really get anything too useful out of it. But I do see up there some diamonds. So let's go snag those. We have diamonds! I'm honestly not going to really touch them yet. I don't think we really need them, per se. I don't feel like we need a diamond pickaxe yet, or anything too special. So a nice little PSA. Remember to fill in your holes, so you don't do what I just did. We can plop down our schematic cannon, some chests next to it. We can stick our schematic inside of it. Now we do probably want to adjust some settings, so replace any solid blocks that it sees. We'll skip the missing blocks. But most importantly, let's go ahead and put our checklist in. So we can see exactly what we need, how much we need of it, at every little piece, which is amazing. And there's certain things I might not add, like the lanterns. I wasn't really happy with where I placed them in the build. So I can skip those as long as we tick this box here, and we will need gunpowder to fuel it. The biggest issue we're in is the dark oak blocks. I decided I like how dark oak contrasts with other blocks, so I of course want to use it in my builds. And the issue is the only wood type we found is oak, so I'm gonna have to go out hunting for some dark oak, and we're also gonna need to get some gunpowder to fuel this thing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go on a little expedition. So on this expedition, we're primarily looking out for dark oak wood, and we can grab ourselves some saplings of other types like oak and other jazz. Probably grab ourselves some more wool because we need a lot of sails. This thing's gonna be a put out roughly 4,000, maybe 5,000 kinetic energy, rotational energy. I don't know what it's called. Ooh, found ourselves some spruce trees. I'm gonna grab ourselves some of these, some saplings. We have found ourselves a dark oak forest. Actually, it wasn't too far away from base, probably only a couple hundred blocks. Alright, so we made it back and we have our different types of trees, our different types of wood. I don't think this is quite enough yet to give us the amount we need for our schematic, but it will put us a lot in the right direction and we can start gathering the other resources while we wait. Alright, so I took a bit, crafting up some of the resources. So now something we can do is slap our material checklist back in, process through, spit it back out, and you can see if we scroll all the way to the end, the ones that are in green are ones that we've completed. And I put in some of the fences, so it shows us the amount that's left, which is awesome. So we're going to keep filling this up. I'm just going to sit here and just go through all the resources and just fill them all as we need. So, I fell in. It was bound to happen. I just spent some of our diamonds to make a pick. But here we are. I have to say, this is amazing. I've just been sitting here cooking deep slate. I've been using furnaces this whole time, and I realized probably use lava with an encased fan, like I'm doing here, to cook your deep slate. So it's been slowly sitting here cooking. I've been staring at it. Got a couple stacks going, and it's not that slow either. All right, with these last items, we should be more or less done. Let's go ahead and plop our material checklist through. All right, yeah, all it's showing left is grass, things we're not going to put in, lanterns, which I said I wasn't going to do, stressometer, which is an important, super glue, which we'll do ourselves. So that means we should be able to run this, but we need gunpowder. Alright, now that we've taken care of that business, we can get to our business of firing up this machine. So we should be able to just hit play. Oh, and it goes off. It's going actually pretty quick. just like that, it's done. And I also made myself a pair of engineer's goggles while that was going. Doesn't really help us at the exact moment, but when we glue all this up, it will give us some information. Let's go ahead and give the tour. So, there's nothing too special on the inside. We had some indoor grass. The idea of this build is I want to do everything on the inside on the series, just the outside I wanted to design outside of it. Beautiful window with a beautiful view. I really feel like I took the time to really make it a nice house on the outside to give us plenty of room on the inside though. I did forget some trapdoors around the back. It's okay, I can add that now. And we'll have to do a bit of terraforming to really bring this thing up to snuff. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And we got to super glue up this to make it work. It's pretty much done. All right, now that it's all super glued up, we should just be able to right click this bearing. And look at that, we're now producing 5,632 kinetic stress that we'll be able to use. You can see it kind of going through the window here. I love the little windows I made on the tower. This tower is truly decorative. There's really nothing that'll be up here. But it will be where our kinetic energy comes from. But if we go out front, you can now see we have a working windmill on the front of our house. It really ties the place together. I looked at a lot of images. They're all in Discord, all in my Discord, for inspiration. I also love that you can kind of ride the windmill blade. Oh god. Oh. Really cool build in the end. I'm very proud of it. It just barely clears the roof. And this is where we'll be living for the beginning of our series. I plan to go on bigger and make some bigger power sources. I want to build one of those steam generators in the future. But for now, this will serve us well for the majority of our machines, because this is producing, I think, 50 times the amount of power that we are generating here, we are generating up there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really proud of what I've done here. And yeah, feel free to check out my other videos, subscribe, and like the video as well. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.